becoming more adaptable as a player and team is just like thinking really creative ways to do things. So for example, like engaging certain ways or just playing the game a different way than we normally do is just like the best way to be adaptable. So our problem like early on in the split was like we would have like a plan. We'd go into the game with a plan based on like our champion strengths at certain times. And then if that plan, if something went wrong, right? Like, okay, the lane we were supposed to play off got behind, they messed up or whatever. We would still go for that lane, which obviously isn't the right thing to do because you don't want to just brute force something. But now we practice to do things differently so that we can play off of anyone at any time. So it's like we're just being a lot more open with our thinking. That's pretty much all it is, just having like really open thinking and not tunneling on one thing.
So how do you stay open during the game? Is that through just communication?
It's through practice and just practicing on having open thinking while like in scrimming and stuff. But yeah, it's through communication. Usually if the lane we want to play off gets behind, another lane will speak and be like, hey, I can do this, you guys can do this to help me or whatever. So that's pretty much it. Well, a team can change the way you play by basically just like, it can go anywhere from like draft, they can prioritize your lane more. If your coach wants to do that, they can, like your jungler can come, for me it's like my jungler can come bottom and help me right side of the map and then they can play off me. I'd say that's like the best way. Honestly, right now I can't really tell if people like overestimate or underestimate me. I'm not really sure like where I am in like the reputation or whatever as a player. I would say like back when I was being underestimated, it was like people didn't expect me to be very good since I was like a rookie and I was just put on this team and people didn't really know what to think of me. And if I would ever do something bad, people were like, oh, well, that's it, he sucks. But I was also overestimated at certain times when I wasn't even playing like super well. It was more like my team playing around me really well. And people just said I was like the best thing in the world that's ever happened. So, but yeah, that's just how criticism is in the community. My thoughts on what Reddit says. I think that kind of goes back to like the overestimate and underestimate question. It's like, I don't really care what Reddit says about me. Like I said, at times they underestimate me. Sometimes they overestimate me, like around like MSI and stuff. But for me, all I care is that my team trusts me and that I'm doing well myself and that my team is doing well, of course. So I don't really care about the public opinion. I guess like last season, I would say he was more like a father figure to everyone. He was just like, he'd be like, Aphro, what do I do here? And then he would just answer. And it's still kind of like that, but everyone is a lot smarter about the game since we've all been playing together for so long. I definitely learned a lot the past year about League. And Aphro is more, he's still the guy I go to if I'm just like, hey, what do you think I should do here? Like, hey, can I base here? Whatever, stuff like that. But I don't have to like constantly rely, hey, Aphro, what lane am I going to? What am I doing here? What are we doing here? I can also do stuff for myself. So he's like a really good like learning figure. And I'm really glad we have him on the team.
So almost more like brothers now.
Yeah. More like, we're all honestly 5 like brothers, so. Shout out to all the fans. Thank you guys for all the support. And shout out to our sponsors, Corsair, Power, Twitch, and DXR's here.